All right, if you're watching this, it's because you're one of our regular supporters, and this is the fall quarterly update. I want to tell you about some stuff that's happening inside Community Church, some stuff that's happening outside Community Church, and some stuff that's happening in the future of Community Church. So first, some stuff that's happening inside the church. You know, if you've been here for the past few weeks, that we're doing a series right now on the Lord's Prayer, or on the Our Father. And it's been amazing to see how many people have decided to at least try to incorporate this prayer into their lives several times a day. It's also been really exciting to see how many people are looking to take the next step in their faith. We just had our start party actually last night right here on the property. We had dozens and dozens of people who signed up to join a group or to join the team or to take the next step in their faith, and it's been so exciting. We also had our second beach baptism service of the summer. There were 45 people the first time, and there were 42 people who got baptized the second time. That's 87 people in one summer. That's so exciting. That's what this is all about. People taking a step in the direction of Jesus. So that's inside the church. Now, outside the church. We did our first Church Has Left the Building. Basically, what we did was close up shop on a Sunday and go out and serve the community to more effectively communicate that we are a church for people who don't go to church. We're a church that's for the community that we're in. So when the annual Argyle Fair came around and 30,000 people showed up in Babylon, we ran a hamburger stand just down the block, and it was amazing. There were over 100 people running that stand. We also had people setting up and tearing down. It was so exciting, and it definitely communicated the message that we were trying to communicate to this community. Some of you know that about a year ago, we partnered with a new church in Portland, Oregon, a church that's starting just like we started back in 2020. We call this church planting. And so we had partner churches kind of send and support us, and we've had the opportunity to send and support a young couple named Jesse and Becca Lusko, and it's been almost a year. It's been actually a little more than a year from their first service, and it's been a wild ride for them, and it's been so cool to see the way this community is forming over there, just like our community has formed here. So that was last year, but this year, for the second time in 2 years, I'm excited to announce that we're going to be partnering with another brand new church.
Eram în Londra când Dumnezeu a depozitat un vis în inima noastră de a ne muta în estul Europei să plantăm o biserică dătătoare de viață în România, în București.
Eu sunt Alina.
Și eu sunt Daniel, împreună suntem familia Bocancea și împreună cu Esme și Eliam ne-am mutat în București să plantăm o biserică. Bucharest is the capital and the largest city of Romania, with 2.3 million people. Young, progressive city full of life, attracts loads of people. Known as Little Paris, Bucharest impresses with its own architecture. It's a melting pot of cultures where East meets West and innovation meets tradition. The young generation are coming here, students from all sorts of lifestyle. They come here for a better future. They come here for universities, they come here for opening new businesses. But what happened is they end up staying because of the vibrance of the city.
With all the beauty, Bucharest still bears the scars of difficult past due to the communist regime that robbed so many people from their hopes, dreams, and left them with an orphan spirit. That's why we believe that Jesus and His church is an answer for people of Bucharest.
We are believing for a church that stays at the center of society. We want to introduce people to a relationship with Jesus and His church. A place where you're accepted and you accept others. A place of transformation and freedom. A place where you are forgiven and you forgive others. A place that you are giving grace to others and you receive grace. A place where all of this are simply a reality.
We believe in multi-generational church where now an older generation meets and lives in harmony. It's a place where people can experience transformative power of God where they are encouraged and where their spirits are stirred up again to dream, and their hope is being restored, and they're encouraged to live and dream so much bigger.
Bucharest is a city where East meets West, where tradition meets innovation. With God's help, we can build a church unde oamenii îl cunosc pe Isus, unde cerul întâlnește pământul.
So we did one in the US, and now we have the chance to do one outside of the country, our first international church plant. Now, some of you have asked, why would we start a church all the way out in Portland? And now this one's even farther. The whole idea is that to start a new church in a new place, you need people who aren't there to believe in what's happening there. That's how we got started. And so we want to do that for other communities all around the world. So we've also recently set up an impact page on our church website. This gives you the opportunity not just to see this video and the last video, but to look at what's happening out in Portland, learn about what's happening out in Romania, and also see some of the other organizations that we've partnered with, some in big ways and some in small ways. But it's a place where we've tried to condense tried to put into words and numbers, the impact that your generosity is making here in this community. But now lastly, what I want to talk about is what's happening in the future of Community Church. So if you were here in the spring, you know we did 4 services, and then we reeled one in for the summer, and now we're getting ready to announce the launch of the 4th service again. But it's going to be a little bit different than it was last time. We're still finalizing the plans, but stay in the loop and you'll hear all about what's happening in the fall. Along those same lines, as the church continues to grow, we need more help, not just on the team, but on the staff. We've partnered with an organization called Slingshot that helps churches like us find leaders, find pastors, find staff members. We've got a few people that we're talking to, but we don't have anything finalized yet. But stay tuned because pretty soon our staff team is going to be a little bit bigger, and that's exciting. We're going to be able to more effectively serve and reach and grow the individuals in this community. So thanks for being part of the amazing stuff that God is doing here in this community. Your support is making a difference that is really hard to put into words, but I am deeply grateful that you're on board with what's happening here in Community Church.